everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me. Today we got a dark video. And it's about OnlyFans, and it's about minors, it's about Piper Raquel, about Camilla, it's about the Bop House, and it's coming from a perspective of a dad who has a daughter. And you know what? Send the asteroid. This world is lost, okay? The things that are going on in the world and the things that people celebrate and the ingestion of it by teenage girls, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so, let's talk about it. So these types of videos, I hesitate to do, okay? Because people get upset with me when I call out sex work. But if you are a consenting adult and that is what you want to do, okay. I mean, as long as you're old enough to understand the ramifications, blah, 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 go do it, right? I get it. I understand. The porn industry drives a lot of other industries. The robotics industry right now is being driven by the porn industry. I just hope you guys know that. I sent a video to a friend the other day, and it's about this robot that's being touted as a personal friend, okay? But that's not what it is for. Okay, this robot looks like a model, like an Instagram model, like any of them. It's got thick boobs and bums and thighs, and it has a vagina, and it can do things for you. It's not meant to be just like a hangout and let's play checkers. It's a sex robot. The porn industry drives industry. As much as everybody doesn't want to hear it, that's exactly what it does. So whatever, people will put millions of dollars into this type of industry for deviants who need sex dolls and things like that, but it'll in the end might turn out, the silver lining is that they might actually create robots that can do your dishes, that can cut your lawn, that can be a companion to elderly, that can do those things. But initially it is started by the money-making industry that is pornography. That's how Blu-ray was chosen over HD. If you ever understand the wars, I think it was also how VHS won out over Beta. It's how industry is created. Sex and porn drive industry. It's sex sells, it's how they sell clothing to you, it's how they sell anything to you. The newest version of this is OnlyFans, which to me is mind-blowing. Okay, it's mind-blowing. Porn's free, generally, you know what I'm saying? It's free. So people who pay into this industry you gotta think of this for a second. This is industry where men have parasocial relationships with influencer women, and the relationship, it gets personal because they can pay that girl for $3.99 to see her butthole and to ask her to do things, which she'll do. It's an industry that is rife with predators, for sure. It's kind of really sad as a dad, because people like Camilla, who we're going to talk about today, there's a video of her and her dad, we'll see it in a second here too, where a lot of these people's parents are like on board for it. There's a woman out there who's trying to have sex, I don't know if she already did it, with 1,000 men. And her mother is literally like her manager and the person that like books the men and does it. Like, it's like 100% on board for this type of stuff. These parents are as disgusting as the sex workers themselves. The thing about Camilla that really gets me, and this Bop House thing, which I've just kind of come to understand what it really is that it's driven by this incessant need by these guys to want to have a relationship with these women that they'll never have, but they'll just pay it. They'll just pay for them to do things. But the scariest part about this industry is that it's driving teenage girls who can't wait to turn 18 to just do sex work, because it pays them millions of dollars. Now, there's a video on Camilla showing her brother what she makes, and she's like, don't tell everybody. And he screams it out. She makes $250,000 a week showing her boobs and bum to the internet. Okay, but Camilla is a special kind of disgusting because, and you guys kind of know my opinion on it. If you're a consenting adult and it doesn't hurt anybody else, do your thing, right? Do your thing, get out there, do your thing if that's what you want to believe, right? I'm not trying to inject any politics or religion into this stuff. It's if you're a consenting adult and it doesn't hurt anybody else, it doesn't affect anybody else's life, go for it. Right? That's what I think. That's what I honestly believe. But when it comes to people who have OnlyFans accounts, who have children in school, teenage boys, teenage girls, who have kids that are going to suffer for the consequences of your actions, it no longer only affects you. It affects your offspring. Bring in Camilla, who does this interview with her brother. She's actually exploiting her little brother, and this is kind of like a Not Enough Nelson's Just Ass type of thing, where she brings her brother in because it's not that she cares. It's that it sparks conversation. She's creating rage bait where she doesn't give a shit that she's portrayed as a piece of shit. She doesn't care. It actually brings her more money. And her brother is playing along with it. He claims that it's like, and I might even believe him, and I do believe that he's a victim in this, but at the same time, he's making money doing it. And her dad doesn't give a shit because look at her dad here. This is a video of her dad saying, he's being asked by this complete asshole, by the way. I forget this kid's name. He's the most punchable person on the internet. He walks around with bodyguards and picks fights with people and then backs up and lets his bodyguard take it. Jack Doherty, I think his name is. He has a similar thing of a Bop House. He rents a mansion and he gets a whole bunch of sluts to live with him and they create OnlyFans content. That's literally what he does, and he makes money off them. He probably exploits them too, because a lot of them just turned 18. Just because you can't be an OnlyFans star unless you're 18. CSAM. It's illegal, right? But he absolutely uses his power and privilege over women and coerces them into being his little Bop House. He is the most punchable dude on the internet. This guy is going to die young, and I promise you it's going to happen in the street someday. He's going to mess with the wrong person someday, and he might have already messed with the wrong person, and he's going to end up dead, and no one's going to care. Okay, that's just the way I feel about that. Okay, he's gonna die young. Okay, he's that disgusting of a person. Okay, he's like Andrew Tate. Like, he really wants to be Andrew Tate, and he creates rage bait, and he thrives in it. But he's doing it to people that he shouldn't be doing to. That's what I'm gonna say. Anyway, he has the same kind of house going on. So he's interviewing Camilla. They all collaborate together. It's just a disgusting collaboration of disgustoids. Okay, but this is interesting because he asks Camilla's dad, who is a porn star, how he feels about it.
All right, Camilla's dad, how do you feel about your daughter starting an OnlyFans?
It's real life. I don't really care.
Never seen any videos?
Nah, I don't.
Any pink pic?
He's seen videos.
Nah.
Pink pics is, I think, the pink part. I think that's what it is. I think that means nudes.
Don't care about it. It's like my YouTube.
And so you like my tattoo? Guy gets, no wonder he likes her career, because she's paying for his lifestyle.
Yeah, your new tattoo, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it is pretty nice, pretty hard, actually. He gets no.
Yeah, clearly he doesn't care about his daughter. He only cares about money. Imagine being this guy, being proud of your daughter for being a porn star. I don't care. A lot of people out there would be like, would you want, like, honestly, ask yourself this question. If you answer this honestly, please do. Do you want your kid in porn? Is that something you strive? Is that something you're like, you're like, you know what? I hope my kid, skips college and skips being a trade or doing something good with her life and just instead gets into porn. I really hope porn, because porn pays a lot. So I really hope she gets into porn. Does anybody want that for their children? Nah, because that's dangerous. That's a disgusting place to live, and that these people will die lonely. Okay, because no one's gonna want them when they're done with this, when the beauty fades. No one's gonna want them. They've been ran through, and they've been ingested by every pervert on the internet. And they're gonna have, the money's great, don't get me wrong. And then some people will be like, the money's great, I can live that way. But if you ask them honestly, once they retire and graduate from this type of life, none of them are happy. A lot of them commit suicide. So it's an industry that's rife for people that have mental illnesses and have no other way of making money, or they do, and they just don't care. And they're just greedy and selfish people. And the reason they're greedy and selfish is because, again, it affects other people in their life. What a failure of a father. Anyway, so it gets into this. She uses her little brother to exploit him because he doesn't apparently like what she does. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Her brother might just be like, I don't care if my sister does this. But he has had some real videos where he has broken down and almost cried about, like, hey, like, this is disgusting what you do. I don't like it. But on the other hand, he's happy to be exploited in all this, even though I think as a minor, he can't give informed consent. But look at this video and notice how she's sitting in front of her brother.
Do you really think I'm not a good sister?
Well, it's not that you're not a good sister. It's just you gotta think that your actions don't just doesn't affect not just only you, but it also affects me. Like, next year, I'm gonna be. And
she's asking that question. She's prodding it out of him because she wants him to say, no, you're not a good sister. She doesn't care that he thinks that she's a bad sister. She's proud of it. She's proud that she's a piece of shit, and she's just exploiting this topic of conversation because it's rage bait.
For colleges, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that with things that are on the internet. I might not even be able to get a girlfriend because people, like, they already know. In public, people ask me, do you really like your sister? Do you really approve of this? Like, I actually don't think this could work in my future.
And he's got a point, right? And he's a smart kid. She's a smart kid. He's smarter than a lot of people give him credit for. He's pretty smart. If he was smart, though, he would stop appearing in her content. He would say, hey, you don't like it, then stop appearing in her content. Because he's on our YouTube channel, and he's been, like, introducing him to all the porn stars at the Bop House. This kid's, what, 15? Maybe 14? I don't know how old he is now. But if he was really smart, he would just be like, bye, I don't want he's associated with it. And it's kind of like he's proud of it. She gave him $15,000 in cash one day, and he's like, I want double that. And he gets to steal a car. He's going to have his life paid for it in college. But he's right. He is right in one thing. This industry that he's being a part of himself, that he's been pushed into, and without his consent, but as he gets older, I mean, that's going to be less and less he's going to be less and less able to lean on that. Okay, but it's going to be hard for him to find a girl for real. And if he really wants a girl who's not like this in this industry, he's going to, the fact of the matter is he's going to be stuck with somebody like this in this industry. And that sucks, because he's not going to be able to have a good girl because of who his family is, because of what his sister does, porn star. So if he really wants a wholesome woman with a good family, it's likely not going to happen for him, and that really sucks. If he desires a good woman who has a good family and doesn't do porn and all, he should be able to have that if he wants it. But he's going to struggle to find someone good, because anybody who agrees with that lifestyle and says, yeah, good, those aren't going to be good people. Does that make sense? He's got a point here. He's going to struggle throughout his whole life because his sister's put him in the spotlight, even if it's just as rage bait, because he's going to be attached to his sister's work for the rest of his life. Now, does it think he's not going to get into college? I don't think so. She's going to be paying for his full ride to school, whatever he wants to do anyway. He'll get into school. He just probably won't get into the good schools. And there are people that say stupid shit about this. Like, why are you sitting like that in front of your brother? Are you out of your mind?
With everything that I'm doing, like, I've never once wanted it to affect you like this.
Look at him looking at her. You're like, I like this kid because he's got sass. And he's like, oh yeah? Well, you did it wrong then. Yeah, you didn't want it to affect me? Well, it did. And then when you found out that it affected me, what did you do? You doubled down on it. So when a person says something like she just said there, I never wanted it to affect you. Okay, so when you found out that it did affect me, what changes did you make so it didn't affect me? Nothing. You didn't do anything. So shut your fucking mouth. He's actually crying there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry.
I really don't want it to affect you.
There's nothing else I can say.
So he's actually crying his eyes out here.
Like, everything up. I'm leaving.
Good for you, dude. Good for you. Good for you. And she'll take that to the bank. She put that on the internet. She didn't have to put that on the internet, but she did. Because she doesn't care how it makes her look. She actually likes this. She likes being a villain. She's in her villain arc, and that's going to stay that way forever. She's a piece of shit. Okay, a lot of people are happy that she called out Ash Trevino, and good for her for doing that stuff, because, you know, even a broken clock is right twice a day, okay? Does it make up for what she's done to her brother? Nah, absolutely not. And him crying there and saying those things, and she wants to push that emotion out of him, she's exploiting his heartbreak here for her own gain too. Okay, it's disgusting, and she's garbage. And hey, dude, if you're watching this video, man, what I would encourage you to do, if you really want to like make a stand against this, say, I want you to take me out of your content. I don't want to be using your content anymore. And hey, maybe she's not going to give you a bunch of money anymore. It doesn't matter, man. You got to make your own way. If that means you have to change your name, change your name. She's ruining everything for you, and you know it, and you've admitted it, and she doesn't care. Okay, she doesn't give a shit, because you just told her how you felt, even though it was on a podcast, and you were crying, you were being real, and she's like, I didn't mean to affect you. The fact that she didn't change, the fact that she doubles down on being a thought, means that she doesn't care about you. She doesn't care. She only cares about herself. And a lot of these people are like, well, I give my brother money, and I give my family money, and like, who gives a shit? You're disgusting. When your family doesn't agree with it, then fine. Don't bring them on and ask them why they don't agree with it, and then say, I'm really sorry, and then don't change anything, because you don't care. Why would you ask if you don't care? Right? But look at some of the comments on this. I'm sorry, but her brother is dumb as F. Colleges would benefit from not taking him. What? To clarify, I don't approve the girl's behavior, but she's an individual with her own moral and views. Yeah, well, then why again, this is a stupid comment, because she's asking him. She's bringing him in to ask his opinion on it. And he's saying, you're ruining my life. And she doesn't care while she sits there with her freaking vagina in front of him wide open. That's so crazy to me. Why does she need to go to college when he can easily handle his sister's OnlyFans? Like, ew. Ew. Like, I don't care. People who have OnlyFans who bring their families into it, that's like, ew. Okay, that is absolutely ew. A lot of people are asking, nah, it doesn't matter. College is a waste of time. Learn a trade. Like, these people are so stupid. He says all this, but she's going to end up paying his college tuition. He should be grateful. He should be grateful, eh? Go f*** yourself. Not really. He'll be bullied about it everywhere he goes. It brings shame to the whole family. And she also did one, I'll try to find them all, but she also did one with him where she's like, you know, she keeps egging him on to say, you know, what is it about this that you hate? What is it? Tell me about all the bullying you've, and he's told her. He's like, guys will come up to me at my school and be like, here's your sister, like showing her fadge, right? Like, they'll show him. They'll show it to him. That's bullying. That's SA in my opinion. And she doesn't give a shit. She'll use that content. Imagine not wanting to keep that private. No. She wants that out there because she's proud of it.
I usually ask my brother like once a month, like what's the craziest story that he has because his sister has an OnlyF. So I'm gonna call him right now. I don't know, is he in school? What time is it? School. Let's see.
Yeah, exactly.
Here. I released some crazy stuff on my OnlyFans, so let's see if what.
I released some crazy stuff on my OnlyFans. Let's see what he thinks about it. About the crazy stuff I released. About the porn I released. Let's call my brother about the porn I released on the internet.
That's what the updated story.
Like, ew, right? Am I wrong? Ew.
Hey, what's the craziest story you have this month about me having an
This
OnlyFans?
month.
Like, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you?
Okay, so this random kid I don't even know came up to me and he was like, "Is this your sister?" and showed me a picture.
Okay, alright.
Wait, no, I'm not finished yet. Wait, I'm not finished.
I don't wanna know
Let me
that.
finish the story.
You don't want to know that. Yes, you do, because you put it on the internet. Think about how disgusting she has to be like, I don't want to know. Yes, you do. You asked him. He told you. And then you kept it in. You didn't have to put this on the internet, but you did.
Alright, so basically what happened was he came up to me and showed me a picture, but it wasn't just a picture what I thought. It was actually and
Video.
Alright, I gotta go.
A video.
Bye. I can't hear that.
Oh, you can't hear it, eh? Do you care? No, you don't care. I can't hear that. So then what are you going to do to change it? Nothing. You're going to make more porn. And he's going to get it sent to him. He has seen you having sex on the internet. Your brother has. And you don't give a shit. You put it out there and you celebrate it. You create rage bait. So not only do you create porn, okay, for money, which is in itself, I just like, obviously the majority of the world thinks it's wrong. Let's be real, okay? But you also then do this, which you don't have to do because you make $250,000 a week doing porn. You don't have to also exploit your brother to become more of a villain. You don't have to do it.
I can't hear that. What video? I don't want to know.
What video?
Oh, he texted me.
You're gross.
I'll just buy him a car for his birthday. He'll be fine.
She doesn't care.
This shit's really starting to have some backlash, huh?
Yeah, you think? I'll just buy him a car. That'll help out his future. No, it won't. Your brother's gonna hate you, and I hope he does. I hope he never speaks to you ever again when he gets out of school. Like, again, he's making money. He's doing this thing. So like, she just basically said, I'll bribe him. I'll bribe the shame out of him. But again, once he gets old enough to understand all this, and it does really start affecting him, and it already has, he's gonna want nothing to do with you. Okay, I hope he makes his own money. I hope he gets out and does his own thing. I hope he starts a podcast against what you guys all do and uses that his experiences in it to call you all out. He'll make more money than you will. Well, probably not, but he'll make good money. Okay, I hope he never speaks to you ever again. I hope your family never speaks to you ever again. That's what you deserve. When you exploit a situation where you've created something bad for someone else and you don't care about it, and on the contrary, you make more money doing it by exploiting that too. Like, are you okay, Camilla? Are you okay in your head? You should go get yourself checked because you're psychopathic. That's like serial killer level bullshit. Okay, you're really f***ing bad. To be honest, I don't see why you're all making this such a big deal. Like, are you? Because obviously you're a porn star, and I said you're fucking dumb. Why is she sitting like that? Because that's how she sits, guys. She's a disgusting thought. Shocking. Your brother, along with the world, is senior cooter, but they at least she making bank. Okay. Because that's all that matters. And again, that's to the world, that is all that really matters. It really is. So that brings us to like, okay, so like I'll get into that more. But then here's what's happening out at the Bop House, okay? Bop House weird as hell because why is so obsessed with Piper Raquel, a minor, and keep making implications that they got room ready for her when she's 18, and then inviting her at 17 to hang out with them and getting upset to people. Now, the Bop House is a porn house. It's literally a house of porn. That's what they make, pornography. That's the house. They collab with each other. They bring in porn star men. They bring in their fans who pay their biggest contributors to come have sex in this house. And Piper Raquel, and if you guys know anything about me and my channel, I've been calling out Tiffany Smith for years. is one of the most disgusting creators on the planet, has exploited Piper Raquel since she was 9 years old on the internet, her and Hunter, and have made millions of dollars doing it, and just settled a lawsuit where she only paid out like $1.1 million when it should have been $20 million. Where she was accused of multiple things like sticking fingers up butts, touching people inappropriately, making sexual jokes with minors, selling her daughter's bra and panties to men who like to sniff them. All this came out, and she's just getting away with it. $1.8 million or $1.1 million for her is nothing. Off Piper Raquel, she has made tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars. Millions upon millions, exploiting other kids in her content all day long. And so what the next step is for Piper Raquel, obviously, is going to be OnlyFans. And there are a slew of men out there who are just itching for the day she turns 18. I need you to understand this. If you've been waiting years for Piper Raquel to age into pornography, you're a pedophile. Do you get it? Do you understand that? Do you get it? People who are waiting for a minor to turn 18 so that it's legal, you're already a pedophile. Don't get it twisted. You're disgusting. You're garbage. Just because 18 is the legal age doesn't make you any more proper in what you're thinking and what you're doing. You're just waiting for, you're already thinking these things about a minor. Go get yourself checked. Maybe just delete yourself. That's what I think. That's what I think you should do. If you're attracted to minors, delete yourself. Okay, you don't belong here with the rest of us. You don't belong breathing the same air that we breathe. Nope. You should have a millstone tied around your neck and you should be thrown out to sea. You understand that? And that is the logical conclusion of Piper Raquel's life. She's going to get into porn. She's going to get addicted to drugs. She's going to die young. That's what my gut is telling me. And her mother is to blame for every bit of that. Tiffany Smith is a piece of shit. Her name is Amala Ekpanabi, subscribing. She's got 2.38 million subscribers, and she's calling out 300,000 views on this. This story needs to be blown up, part one. This is the Piper Raquel going to the Bop House thing. So go watch her video. She did a great job at it. I watched it last night. Incredible video. So Piper Raquel comes into the Bop House, and they're starting, because Piper Raquel has millions and millions and millions of young teenage fans that watch her. And so the Bop House bringing in this minor so that she could bring in her minor fans is absolutely the most disgusting thing ever. It is disgusting that they do this type of stuff and that they will exploit minors to do it too. Now, if you're, again, a lot of those women in the Bop House, and if you watch that video by Amala, she's right. They all look like they're minors. That's the one thing that goes across, except for Camilla. She looks like she's in her 30s. But the rest of them, they look like they're 16 years old. And that's kind of the point. The biggest creators on OnlyFans, which is Sophie Rain, who makes something like $50 million a year or something like that, she looks like she's a minor. And that's got to mean something. There are men out there who are ingesting this content because of what they look like. They look like minors, and that's the biggest ones on OnlyFans. Get the most money because they look the youngest. Think about that for a minute. Process it for a second and ask yourself why this site is allowed to continue. I mean, it's legal, that's why. But like, if you ever catch your husband on an OnlyFans, that's to me grounds for divorce. Get rid of him. Okay? Get rid of him. It's disgusting. Okay, especially these ones who look like kids. I honestly believe these guys out there who track these guys down and beat the shit out of them, completely justified. I think more should happen to them. Again, I think people who are attracted to minors should delete themselves from this planet. I'm not mixing words. It needs to happen. And I think that's a popular opinion. I think so. But I've asked Grok to give me everything I need to know about Bop House. The Bop House is a content creation collective, essentially a content house, formed by a group of young female influencers, many of whom are known for their presence on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and OnlyFans. It was founded in December 2024, so like literally this past month, 2 months ago, by Sophie Rain, a 20-year-old social media star from Miami, Florida, and Aisha Sophie, another prominent influencer. The group announced their launch on TikTok on December 9th with a video caption, "Yes, we can," in a response to the idea that you can't just make a house of bops. Porn, I think, right? The Bop House operates out of a luxurious 2-story home where the members live together, collaborating on viral dance and lip sync videos. There's two meanings to the lip sync videos, often with a playful or provocative edge, which promotes their OnlyFans, by the way. The term bop in the name refers to slang popularized in TikTok, which came to mean a catchy song, but also used to describe someone who posts revealing content online or is perceived as promiscuous. Unlike traditional content houses that typically feature YouTuber or family-friendly influencers, the Bop House stands out for consistently entirely adult content creators, many whom are OnlyFans models. The core mission appears to be leveraging their collective following, tens of millions across platforms, to create trending content and boost individual brands. It's basically what Piper Raquel's mom did, Tiffany, with the squad, only with minors. But basically, those kids are all going to graduate into porn as well. It's all going to happen. They're being set up and groomed to be in porn. Piper Raquel has been doing this type of provocative photo shoots since she was 11. Go watch my videos on it, guys. It's crazy. Since she was 11, she's been doing provocative photo shoots in bikinis and very, very, very nothingness. Like, look at this video here. Where is it? I don't know if this is real, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's real. It's Katy Perry and Piper Raquel doing this. Just Katy Perry, you're a piece of shit for doing this, by the way. Everybody knows who Piper Raquel is. And like, look at this video. But if you think about this for a second, Piper Raquel has a shirt that says, "Breed me." And she's likely 16 in this video. Breed me? And some people were pointing out this might not be Piper Raquel. This might be AI. But then let this be another lesson on how dangerous AI is for your children on the internet. Because if this isn't real, it looks real. And that means that they can take this video, any video, do you know what I'm saying? And put your daughter's face on it. Does that make, are you catching it yet? That's the danger. So even if this isn't real, it's also dangerous. The Bop House has had a fluctuating roster since its inception, with some members leaving, like, within a month. That just shows you how disgusting this house probably is. Sophie Rain, co-founder from Florida, known as her massive TikTok, 11 million, Instagram, 6 million. She's also one of the top earners on OnlyFans, claiming to gross 43 million between November and November. Woo! Aisha, co-founder with over 5 million. Joy May, 19 years old, early member who appeared in initial videos but left in February due to internal conflicts. This is about Piper. Alina Rose, a Fortnite pro and influencer, also early member who departed around the same time as Joy May after disagreements with the group. Okay, I don't care about the people. Purpose and success. The Bop House is designed as a collaborative hub where these influencers live and work. Blah, blah, blah. Gives a shit. Here's the controversies. Piper Raquel controversy. This thing has been around for 3 months. This home has been 3 months and there's already controversy, already people leaving. It's not going to be set up for success, okay? When you put a bunch of thoughts inside of a home that thrive in drama, you think that's going to work? Come on! Shortly after launching, fans suggested adding Piper Raquel, a 17-year-old TikToker with 12 million followers, to the Bop House. This sparked outrage due to the group's adult-oriented content and age difference, Piper being a minor. And again, Tiffany got her in. This isn't them, this is Tiffany doing it. The Bop House and members responded with a satirical TikTok on December 18th, role-playing an arrest scenario with the caption, "If we invited Piper to the Bop House, she's 17. While they clarified they wouldn't invite her, the incident raised concerns about the group's influence on younger audiences and whether their content was appropriate for TikTok." And they are all followed by teenagers, okay, and predators. So it's predators and teenagers make up the majority of their audiences. And if you go to like Joy May's thing where she's making a video apologizing about it right here,
overreacted.
It's all teenagers being like, apologize to Aisha. Piper's just a child being exploited by her mom. It's all teenagers. Yeah, we apologize like a good girl. You didn't overreact. Like, there's people it's all teenage drama. That's disgusting. It's all teenagers who follow them and predators. That's gross, man. That's why my child is not allowed on social media. None of my children, like my boy, we had to learn for the boys, okay? They had a little bit more access from the time they were like 13, 14 on, and I regret it. Right? Although they turned out okay, I still regret it. I wish I would have made them wait till they're 16, 17 years old, I honestly. But everybody's on there. I am not making the same mistake as I am with my younger kids. Not until you're at least 16. At least 16. And even then, I have full leverage and I have full parental authority to look at what you're looking at and make sure that if you are in weird algorithms that I'm going to shut it off. I'm telling you that. Because I understand how it works. And parents often don't understand how algorithms work. I'm in this industry. I know how it works. So I have a little bit of an advantage in that area. A lot of parents just don't see it. They don't understand, and I see it. Behavioral changes will happen. And if you're not picking up on them, you're not looking close enough. So they're upset about bringing a minor in. January 2025, a parody group called the Bruz House emerged, aiming to surpass the Bop House in followers. The Bruz House gained traction quickly, hitting 100,000 followers in a day, and framed their content as a direct challenge. The Bop House fired back with TikTok, chilling knowing the Buzz House will never pass us in followers. It's garnered over 8.2 million views. This war became a memeable moment, though saw as petty and distracting from deeper issues. Internal conflict. The most significant scandal unfolded late February 2025 when Joy May and Alina Rose left the Bop House amid internal drama. Posts on X indicate the tensions arose after the group collaborated with Piper Raquel after saying they wouldn't. Joy and Alina reportedly disagreed with this decision, opting not to participate, and instead posting TikTok subtly criticizing the move. They left. This sparked online beef among the members, with unspecified escalations leading Joy to announce their exit. Ex-users speculated about the predatory behavior, though no concrete evidence beyond the age-related collaboration surfaced. Now, that's predatory behavior. They're using Piper Raquel to bring in more minors to their audience because they create porn and they want other minors to do it. This is an industry that has massive ramifications for our future. If you are letting your child on the internet follow any of these girls, you have failed as a parent. If you're following any of these girls, you have failed as a parent. Anyway, it's bullshit. It's all garbage. I hate these people. But all this brought me to this video here. And I'm going to call out the Bop House as a staple on this channel now. Because as a dad of a daughter and as a guy who lives in these platforms and has a responsibility to call out behavior where I see it, that's why I'm doing it. Okay? Camilla specifically is one of the most garbage pieces of human debris I've ever seen in my life. Okay? I have a special hatred in my heart for people who exploit children. Okay, obviously you know that. That's goes without saying. But I have an extra special place way deep down in the cackles down there that's burning with anger for people who do sex work and also exploit children. Okay? If you're doing private sex work outside of the industry where no one will know you are and you have kids, it's a little bit different. Okay, it is, unfortunately, it is the world we live in. Okay? And if you're a consenting adult, again. But if you are in the public eye and you decide to bring children into this world, you no longer should be doing any of this. Okay, you should delete the profile from the internet. If your children's friends can find your asshole on the internet and see you having sex with other men and doing disgusting things, okay, and then can show them to your child or your brother or sister, whatever the case may be, you have failed them completely. Okay? I know to some people that's an unpopular opinion. Okay, but I don't give a shit about you. I don't care if you think that's an unpopular opinion. That just means to me that you're stupid, that you're unintelligent, and that you're selfish. Okay? If you are doing sex work publicly, Trisha Paytas, I'm looking at you. Okay? And especially if you do pregnancy fetish shit. And like, don't forget, Trisha Paytas did stuff with her sister and stuff like disgusting. Your kids are gonna have to live with that for the rest of your lives. Okay? If you do that publicly, and that and kids around you or kids in your family is gonna suffer because of it, you don't care. I absolutely hate you. Okay, and I know you don't care that I hate you, but everybody also should hate you. You should be ostracized from public. You should be put in prison, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, it's the most selfish, disgusting thing you could do in this world of social media that we live in right now. Okay? And so that's why I'm going to call these people out. It's disgusting what they're doing. All these other little girls in there, they're 18, 19, 20, whatever. Do what you got to do, okay? Just don't have kids. That's all I'm asking. Just the world is better off without you bringing offspring into this world, okay? We're better off. Okay? Don't bring kids in this world. We don't need those kids here. And I'm a big proponent of bringing kids in this world. But if you do sex work, don't do it. Okay? Please don't. So anyway, this video really just raised concerns. Again, a stalker broke into the Bop House. This is the Sophie Rain full podcast. It's only 23 minutes long. But this is what Tiffany Raquel wants for her daughter, by the way. She wants her to be in the Bop House. And if she doesn't get into the Bop House, she's going to create her own damn porn Bop House. That's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to run it like the pimp that she is. Okay? Sophie Rain, everybody, just so you're aware who started this, is a digital pimp. She exploits other young women who have followed her, likely, who stan her, who idolize her, to get into porn. That's what she does. Sophie Rain is a person who encourages other minors to get into porn. And she doesn't care, just so you're aware. So don't ever give any of these people accolades. They don't deserve them. Okay? But Camilla specifically sparks something in me that I just hate. I hate everything about her. Okay? So this is what Tiffany wants to get her daughter involved in. This house, this type of world.
Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube video. This podcast is a sad one, it's a scary one. I know you guys have heard about the Bop House being broken into. I have here today Ava and Sophie to kind of share exactly what happened on that day. Ava was the one that came and encountered this man. So Ava, kind of run me through start to finish what exactly happened when you got to that house.
Well, as y'all know, we were staying at the Bop House. We had it for the whole month of February. And
look at these girls. Tell me right now, these girls don't look like they're 14 years old. Tell me right now. I don't care that they are of age. Tell me right now what draws men to look at these girls? In this day and age, in the world that we live in, they look like they're 14. Where are your parents? Your parents failed you. Fatherless activities.
After y'all left for the Super Bowl, I also went home. And so we were all planning to meet back up at the Bop House. And
meet the backup?
I was the first one that got there.
Oh, we're going to meet back up. Man, I can't understand. Go stage school!
And when I pulled in, I walked up to the front door. Nobody was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a shirtless man walking down the stairs through the window. And I actually assumed that, like, because I knew we had a collab planned that day.
Send the asteroid. Imagine walking to your home. Okay, you're a young girl. And you're like, oh, there's a shirtless, strange dude. I should be the only one here. But you know what? I didn't think anything of it because I knew we had a collab plan that day to make pornography. Like, these people's parents. Are you proud? The danger that these kids are in is crazy to me because a shirtless dude could be there to murder you and be like, oh, maybe he's just one of the guys we hired to come have sex with us. Could be that. Or it could be a serial killer.
So I assumed maybe he was with them. I didn't recognize him, but he didn't look like a scary man that I should be scared of.
Right.
None of these people are going to survive their 20s. They're all going to be murdered.
So I knocked on the door. He comes, unlocks the door. He had the door locked. And we're just both kind of looking at each other. Like, neither of us really know what to say. And he's just like, what's up? And I'm like...
That's the first thing he says to you when you open the doors. What's up?
Yeah.
First of all, again, you know what? Let nature take its course at this point. If you're stupid enough to knock on a door and a strange man is in your home and be like, hey, what's up? I mean... I guess just let nature take its course.
Okay.
Come on, lay down.
And I'm just like, oh, like, what's up? Like, what's going on? He's like, yeah. I'm like, this is our Airbnb, right? And
Wow, great story. Great storytelling.
he's like, no, I just bought this house. This is my house. And I was visibly confused.
You look visibly confused all the time, though. Probably because you have a grade 9 education.
And at this point, I walk away because I'm very confused. I'm like, do I have something wrong? Like,
Right, like, am I missing something?
Yeah. So I walk away and I start texting our group chat. And I'm like, who's here? Like, is someone supposed to be here? And, you know, you guys are all like, what are you talking about? Like, no one is supposed to be there.
Yeah, for context, we have a Bop House group chat. And...
Even that Bop House group chat probably smells like tuna and pineapples.
Ava texted, like, yo, like, is there someone supposed to be here? And we were all like, no, Pookie, like, there's no one that's supposed to be there. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks for the clarification.
So at that point, I actually walk around to the back because I'm wondering, because there was no car in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
It was, so I'm wondering, like, how does this guy get here?
First of all, idiot. Again, clearly she has no father that has ever taught her anything. Obviously, fatherless activities. First thing you do is call the police. If there's a strange man in your home who's like, I own this home now, you're like, oh, okay, well, let me wander around the backyard. Call the police, you dickhole. What an idiot.
You're like, maybe he came on a boat or something because there is, like, water in the back. And so I walk around
Again, they're all going to end up murdered.
the back, and I see the back door completely shattered. Obviously, someone was kicking, punching, and breaking into it.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, I'm like, oh shit, like, somebody broke into the Bop House.
Are you sure?
Right.
Okay.
And
How did you feel when you...
No. Then I called the police. Should have been the next thing that came out of her mouth. I bet you it's not, though.
All the glass.
it was honestly, I was scared. Honestly, I was really scared because then it hit me that, like, I don't know.
Did you ever think, like, he could be armed? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, is this man dangerous? Like, what are his intentions?
They have no sense of awareness or danger around them. That's insane to me. They are in the porn industry and public porn industry, and they still don't, like, you should, if you live in this industry, you should have your head on a swivel. You should have hired security, especially if you make this much money. I'm sure so if you're in that security, you should all have security. Okay, you have no security at this house, and Piper Raquel, you want Piper Raquel to be there. Okay, all these people have public personas, and they are followed by predators, and they don't have security at this house. They all make millions of dollars, millions. You can't hire one security. Even a company wouldn't cost that much to just like roam around, make sure someone like hire one of your friends. I don't know. Are you out of your mind?
But I was honestly like, I got so much adrenaline. I was like really hyped up. I wanted to like fight this man. Literally.
Did you? All 4 or 5 of you wanted to fight this man? Again, these people are stupid. You just because you do porn doesn't mean you're a superhero. Okay? You wanted to fight this guy. You're gonna fight a man, a grown man who broke into your house and did that to your window. You wanted to fight him. I mean, no. You know what? You should do that. Don't let me dissuade you.
Like I literally
gonna fight the intruder.
Yeah. I was like, so I went back around. And
I went back to confront this.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. You know what? Again, I'm not. Just do what you gotta do, girlfriend. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Okay. Period.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I was just like
you're not gonna come in our house.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Obviously, that's not smart. Like, you definitely should not do that.
Do you think you could have taken him?
For sure. The dude's a toothpick. He's literally a toothpick, right. And he was by himself.
Okay. Probably had some, like, the guy broke into the door. I don't care if he's a toothpick. He's probably, you're not gonna, like, this girl think, what is she, a freaking MMA fighter or something?
Right.
Anyways, so I walk back around, knock back on my own door. I have to knock on our own door because he locked the door back.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm like, literally,
at least he's being safe.
Yeah.
Look at you, really?
Yeah.
From intruders.
Yeah.
He doesn't want anyone to break in his house. And
Period.
Stuff, yeah.
He knows what's up.
Period. Here we go. Nice. Period.
Yeah, so I knock back on the door.
Right.
He comes back. He's still just like, he has the door open and he's like leaning. And I can't see his other hand, really. So I don't know, like, if he has something behind him.
Uh-huh.
So, but I'm literally, I have so much adrenaline at this point. I'm like, I don't even like think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like going
You don't
off
think about much, that's for sure.
this man. I'm like, what are you doing in our house? Like, this is not your house. You did not buy it. I was like, are you high? I literally asked him, I was like, are you high? Like, what's going on?
You accused him of being a crackhead?
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did he say?
He was just looking at me like this. Like, dude was nonchalant as fuck. For a guy that broke in, he was a chill guy, okay?
Chill intruder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he was just really collected and calm about this whole situation. Like, it was really his house.
Like, you were in the wrong.
Yeah, like, I was the crazy one. I literally said, are you delusional? You're literally just like Ash Trevino, you're delusional. I said that to him. And I don't think he knew what I was talking about, but... Yeah, so...
You called our intruder Ash Trevino?
I did. But guys, this is actually really serious. Like, in the moment, that could have been so bad, because I was really alone.
Right.
I was alone, and I don't know what this man, like...
Talking about Ash Trevino, because Ash Trevino is now suing Camilla. I mean, trash is gross too, don't get me wrong. But they're saying that Ash Trevino leaked their address and probably wanted them to get hurt.
Hi with him. I don't know what his intentions were. It was...
If you want to find the Bop House, you can find the Bop House, okay? They might move around a lot, but you can find them in probably 2 seconds. Any predator worth their salt, and that's literally, predators are professional stalkers. They're going to find you no matter what. So you're putting yourself on the internet, they're going to find you. There's nothing you can do. They're always going to find you.
Like, a scary moment, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how you went back and confronted him. Go off, but like, I'm glad you're okay. Like, that's actually horrifying. That if you think about it, everything could have changed in like a split second. Like, he could have had a gun. He could have literally hurt you, held you hostage.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Could have grabbed you, brought you in the house, and like,
yeah,
literally anything could have happened in that moment.
Yeah,
and you decided to call him Ash Trevino.
Why is this other one here? She's not saying anything.
I did. I was not in the right state of mind, honestly. I was so bamboozled because I was just not expecting this.
Right.
So, he actually said that to me. He was like, you can come in if you want. Like, you can chill in here with me if you want. The fuck? No. And he was looking...
You and him just like sitting on the couch and just talking. Like,
I want to speak to all these kids' parents. I want to have conversations with them.
I was looking around because I had my car... I parked my car like tucked in to where you couldn't see it from the front door. So he was looking around. He was asking me how I got in here. How did I open the gate? Where's my car? Did I drive a car here? Like, trying to see.
Questioning you?
Yeah.
So when did it hit you? Like,
this idiot. She's an idiot. Up to this point, if you haven't called the police, you are an absolute donut. Okay, you're a donut.
When did you call the police, and like when did you like wow like when did you walk away?
Like wow.
So after I was getting like really, really emotional, like, you know, like getting really loud with this man. He was just sitting there like just kept saying, he's like, I don't know what to tell you, like this is my house, I bought this house. And, you know, I was like, okay, this guy is probably dangerous, like maybe I should just walk away at this point.
You think?
So I walk away. I ended up calling Joy. I called Joy, and, you know, because she was in the car with Aisha as well, and I'm like, guys, this is crazy, like I don't know.
You guys remember that song, Aisha? Just you guys remember this? One of the earliest videos? E-Bomb's World, yes. E-Bomb's World. I forgot about it.
So sweet, so beautiful, and every day like a queen on her throne.
I wonder how Aisha is today. Oh my gosh, you guys remember that?
Oh, what to do, like.
Okay, sorry. I needed to break from the dumb people for just 2 seconds.
At that point, we call the cops.
Oh yeah, only 20 minutes later we called the cops.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting. I pull out of the gate to get, like, you know, I wanted to be able to get out of there if I needed to. So I pull out of the gate, and I'm just sitting in front of the house, waiting for the cops to come. They kind of took a minute to get there, and
Probably because you called me this. Hey, like, literally, there might be like this like guy in my house, like, period. Okay, you want to explain a little more? You know, I wanted to fight him. He's a toothpick, literally. Okay, like, is it an intruder? Like, I think so. I don't know. He said he owns it. You wonder why it took so long to get there? I didn't believe you.
Concerned at that moment that, because I saw him, he put on his shirt, he put on his hat, he grabbed some of his stuff, and I was like, oh, he's gonna run. Like, he knows the cops are coming, he's gonna run. So I was concerned, like, you know, we weren't gonna be able to find him, like, he was gonna be on the loose, whatever. Nope, not what happened, y'all. Not what happened.
Y'all.
Bro, just stay in the house.
Yep.
You're the worst storyteller on planet Earth, girl. Worst! Like, it's just like, okay, you have to be prodded out of the story. Okay, what next? Did you, like, what happened next? Yeah. Well, tell us then! The ADHD in me I can't talk to people like this. Okay, I can't do it. Tell the story. Tell the story!
That's just, like, that's so insane because I don't know if you guys have seen, we can insert clips here of, like, the shattered glass, the cops being everywhere. We have these massive
fight SWAT team,
like, armed trucks coming, and we had helicopters, drones, like...
What? For a toothpick guy? Holy shit! Go into the dangerous side of that neighborhood. I bet you they wouldn't bring all that out.
Yeah, Coast Guard was there. Like,
Coast
we made
Guard.
it very clear that, you know, they were going to get in that house and get him at any point in time. And the fact that he was, I think that's the scariest part about it. He was so calm. And he, insert clip here of him literally recording himself throwing his hat off the balcony. Like, he did not give a fuck about being found. He didn't give a shit about anyone. It almost seemed like he'd been in this position before. There is footage, insert here, of him going into the old...
I can see why she thinks she could beat him up, though.
Bop House. There's a reason...
Oh, he went into the old one, too.
And we rent these houses and we don't buy them because of shit like this. The old Bop House got, you know, harassed. A lot of people were pulling up on their boats and, you know, harassing Sophie when we were outside, harassing all the girls when we were outside filming videos and stuff. And
change what you do? I don't know, move to a condo in a building somewhere? The reason we rent so much is because we're out there doing porn and our neighbors don't like us there. Well, I don't blame them.
We ended up having to hire security. It just wasn't safe for us.
Okay, so where's the security in this one?
Stay there anymore. But this man pulled up when other people were renting the house and said, I bought kind of the same speech that he gave Ava. I bought this house. You guys need to get out. I don't know what to tell you, this, that, and the third. And a lot of things have come out about how he has tried buying, you know, multiple cars.
70 Indiana man arrested after reportedly trying to buy Porsche with $78 million check.
Fraudulent checks.
If a dude this stupid can break into your house, you need security. Okay? You're stupid. If you could be found online that quickly, he could have waited up in her room for her, and he probably could have done some dangerous stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think these people are gonna live very long, because they have zero stranger danger.
And we came to find out that this man is incredibly in love with Sophie Rain.
And thus what comes with this industry. And that's just one of probably millions of really, 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 really creepy men who have a parasocial relationship with Sophie Rain or Camilla or any of these girls. Just one of millions, probably. And this is not going to... And look what happened to Ava Madgery, and she wasn't even in porn. She was just a normal 14-year-old girl making thirst talks that her parents let her do and let her send pictures to a 19-year-old man. That same 19-year-old man became obsessed with her, then showed up at her house to kill them with a shotgun. Okay? It is not going to end well for you people. It's not. You are in a very dangerous industry. So when you want to push your daughter into this type of stuff, Tiffany Rock, like, are you sure?
So I want to kind of bring this in and kind of let Sophie tell you how this all started, because I think we kind of got the tail end of it. You know, he is currently arrested. And so Sophie, take me back to how far does this go back? Like, when did this all start?
Months. So I never realized, but he's been DMing me this whole time and just sending me like really weird messages, I guess you could say.
Like, what kind of weird messages?
You're in porn. I mean, probably all you get is weird messages.
Like, almost insinuating that he was gonna show up somewhere.
Did he send you pictures of where he was or things like that? Like,
so this girl has made $48 million and can't hire a social media manager to take care of her DMs to track. She needs to hire a full security team, first of all, instantly. Okay, that monitor her social media, that get in there, and you can hire the good ones because she can afford it. She literally has more money than she knows how to spend right now at this point. She could retire and live a lap of luxury for the rest of her life right now, okay? She has made more money than most people will ever see in their entire 10 lifetimes, okay? So she could hire a social media manager and security that monitors her DMs and everything else to see if there are any potential threats. And again, being young and stupid, she doesn't give a shit. They don't think that they need this. They're going to end up murdered. That's what's going to happen here. And everybody's going to come back to this and be like, you're right, Josh. And I'm like, I know, and I wish I wasn't.
So, let me go back. Okay. So I was actually on my way to the house when this all started happening. Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, we were trying to figure out who it was because the guy was literally in the house for like 3 hours as the police are trying to get him out. So we're all just doing, our little FBI research.
Right.
And so I found DMs to Sophie from this guy. And he sent pictures in the Bop House. Like, to you? Yes, he's
in the Bop House.
taking pictures in the master room in the Bop House, sending them. There's so much online that he's posted from being in the Bop House.
You guys, and I hope you understand how stupid you're. When she has 666 tattooed on her hand, that's nice. It makes sense. Do you understand how stupid you are being for making this video? He sent pictures from inside the Bop House to me, private messaged. There's been people in your house and you don't even know it. And you're out here telling everybody that you have no security. That's basically what you're saying. Hey guys, you're literally daring other predators and people with parasocial relationships with you to come do this. That's what you're doing right now. You're out of your mind.
And it's really just scary because the whole time he planned it. He planned this essentially, and it's in the proof. Like, okay. He sent the DMs. Anyways,
did he DM you?
Wow. He's like, all the proof we have. He sent DMs, and anyway, these guys would make great lawyers. They did not stay in school. That's part of the problem here.
Saying I'm going to show up. Like, I want to see you. Like, I'm going to pull up.
Basically, he was like insinuating it. Like, very low key, very, like you said, like he's almost done this before. Mm-hmm. And so that all happened. So I
hate listening to dumb people. It's the low light of my day.
I got called this morning by the cops. I'm talking to an officer, and he is insisting.
Imagine the cops show up. So what do you guys do here? We do porn. Oh, that's nice. Okay.
That his last name is Rain, and that he's married to me. And
this man told the cops he was.
I don't even think her last name is Rain.
Married to you.
Yes, he's married to me, and his last name is Rain, and he was.
And this again, they don't even they literally had a predator in her home. They said he's married to her. He owns the home, and these people will never think twice about changing what they do ever. Like, they could have been murdered, and they're like, well, let's just keep going. Let's do this. Let's keep making porn for the public. They won't even give a second glance. Not even think about it for 2 more seconds and be like, it won't even click in their heads.
I mean, to come see his wife, and he doesn't understand why this is all happening because he owns the house, and basically moved in, broke in, brought in suitcases, and moved into my room at the Bop House.
Oh my gosh.
He unpack?
Yes, he put stuff in drawers. And like we had to
like, you know, they're always telling you stuff like after the story could have been so good. And they're like telling you these crazy bomb drops like later, like, oh, and they did this. And that you could have told that. Like, you guys are terrible at telling stories.
Get rid of that stuff.
That's not funny.
It's not funny at all.
Unpacked his suitcase in your room.
He got charged for giving false information to a police officer because he keeps insisting that his last name is Rain.
Your last name's not even Rain.
And that it's his maiden name.
It might be.
He said.
So I'm asking Grok, is Sophie Rain's last name really Rain? There's no definitive public evidence to confirm whether Rain is Sophie Rain's last legal name or a stage name, as she's never explicitly addressed the question. However, what we can piece together, Sophie Rain, the 20-year-old, she's only 20. So sad. Burst on the social media scene with massive following, 11 million, blah, blah, blah. It's probably not her name, and that's probably better off not being her real name, honestly. She didn't tell anybody her real name. Keep her parents and her siblings protected.
Where's this? How old is he?
22?
Does he have parents?
Of course he has parents, you dumbass. She shared limited details about her family, but there's some information available about her involvement. Sierra Rain's sister, Sophia's younger sister named Sierra Rain, who's also an OnlyFans creator. That's nice. And TikTok influencer, though with a smaller following compared to Sophie's 11. Sarah's believed to be 18 or 19, so she's encouraged her younger sister to graduate into porn just like her, because money, obviously. Has collaborated with Sophie in content, including blah, blah, blah. Has collaborated with her sister in OnlyFans porn. That's nice. Posted about her sister duo project that reportedly boosted their combined earnings significantly. So, of course, because it's like perverted people wanting... why are people so gross? Sophie has mentioned her parents sparingly, but she's hinted at their support, or at least tolerance, of her career choices. In a TikTok Q&A from mid-2020, she responded to a fan asking, what do your parents think about your OnlyFans? They're cool with it. They see the money I'm making. Again, that means that your parents don't love you. That's what happens there. Cares what kind of money you're making. You're going to be murdered someday. Beyond Sierra and vague mentions of her parents, Sophie hasn't highlighted other family members in content story, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's good that she's keeping them private, except for her sister, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, so another thing that the officer told me on the phone this morning, he called his mom, because this is the arresting officer, so he's the one directly talking to the stalker. And so he called the stalker's mom, and he was like, hey, your son is arrested for all this, blah, 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 like, you need to come pick him up, essentially. And she was like, oh, did he break into...
What do you mean, come pick him up? What do you mean, come pick him up? No, man! Put that guy in prison! What do you mean, come pick him up? You need to come pick up your son. He broke into the porn star's house and claims to own it and broke windows and breaking and entering, like broke the law. Yeah, there's a SWAT team here. Come get him. What?
Sophie Rain's house, essentially. So she knew. She thought that he was coming down here to get engaged to me.
There's no way she actually thought that.
Why? She doesn't know who you are. She doesn't know Sophie Rain. She doesn't know what OnlyFans is. She doesn't know any of that shit. She just assumed some girl on the internet that he met.
I don't believe that.
That's stupid.
That's what the officer told me this morning.
Right, but there's no way that... Okay, mind you, this man has charges pending in Kentucky. He has charges pending in...
$78 million check.
A lot of different states. So, no way his mother really thought that he was... This is a sick individual and
Obviously.
A sick probably family.
And these are who follow you. Congrats.
Because the fact that she knew and told the officer, oh, is he meeting his wife, Sophie Rain?
No, that's
delusional.
Like, that's what the officer, like, that's the vibe that she was giving. Like, she
had met you before. Like,
yes, kind of.
You don't just get engaged and not bring your mom. No, there's something fucking twisted. Yeah. Like, there's...
Well, they've obviously talked about me before. Like, it's
Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black?
Really scary. Like, what else was said? What else are we, like, this poor man. No, not poor man. This scary ass man. Like, it's just being, I just don't know. I just am literally at a loss for words.
So where does everything sit right now? It's, like, what's the current state of everything?
Well, his bond is set at $50,000. Mm-hmm. I was told that he is being released. I don't know when. The officers...
You in California? What's going on?
know when, but he
Holy
is going
shit!
to have a GPS monitor on him, and he is not allowed to come anywhere near the girls from the Bop House.
You don't think he's gonna break out of that thing?
The Bop House. But yeah, filed a restraining order. And
Can you imagine in the court filings? Not allowed near the Bop House. The judge is reading it. The Bop House. What is it you do here, ladies? Oh, porn. That's good for society.
Everything. Today.
Jesus Christ. So how was your day, like, as far as, obviously this is extremely traumatic, finding out that someone almost can locate you?
How do you feel? Unbelievable, because like he sent the messages, and like if I had looked, we could have almost prevented this.
but you're not gonna just go through your DMs, and what are the odds you clicking that DM?
Yeah.
Again, use my advice and hire a freaking firm that does this stuff for you. You're millionaires. Don't be so stupid. If you don't change your behaviors and start hiring professionals because you're cheap or whatever the reason, I don't know what it is. You're obviously young and naive. That's probably it. You are going to end up murdered, just so you're aware. 24-hour security on every woman that lives in this home. Not even joking. When you go out, security's with you. You got freaking Jack Doherty. You got 24-hour security. He wants that kid's going to be murdered someday. You guys are also in his circles. So all of you need 24-hour security. And not just some dude that you have to. You need professional. It's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and you need it. Okay, absolutely, or you are going to end up dead.
And what are the odds that is true?
Well, and like the fact that he's went to the other Bop House too, like asking for Sophie Rain, like that he bought the house from Sophie Rain.
And she's like, that doesn't scare you? That there are literally probably tens of thousands of predators coming after you? Doesn't scare you at all? Not even a little.
Is what he said in the last, because there's a video of him breaking into the last Bop House. But
this is definitely not your fault. You couldn't have expected it. You couldn't have, like, honestly prevented it. There's no way.
You could have prevented it with security.
In the world that you one day.
And then you brought a 17-year-old minor into your home, to this home that gets broken into. Multiple homes that have been broken into the Bop Houses. Smart.
Your phone, just go through your DMs, and you see a guy texting you, "Oh my gosh, we need to meet up." So you almost, unfortunately. For girls that work in the industry, we get a lot of crazy DMs, we get a lot of crazy encounters, and it's almost something that unfortunately we're used to.
Doesn't justify it.
It doesn't justify it, but we're so used to insane behavior that we.
And then but it doesn't change anything that you do. You're so used to insane behavior and getting all these things, but the thought of changing your career doesn't come to mind at all. Never once. You're not scared to be murdered, because you could walk away right now from this industry that is so dangerous, by the way, and they're admitting it out loud, and still live very comfortably for the rest of your life, not even be able to spend it all. You wouldn't even be able to come close to spending it all. Okay? And it doesn't even, you don't even contemplate it? Like, do you need to do porn that badly? Like, once you've reached a certain echelon of, like, money, that you never have to worry about it again, why do you still want to do it? Because it's only for money, for the most part. And fame, I guess. Like, why do you want to continue?
Just kind of would rather not.
If I had tens of millions of dollars, I probably wouldn't be on the internet anymore. I'm not joking. Maybe come on, snark once in a while just for fun. But, like, I would disappear from public eye. No thanks.
Be confrontational about it and just kind of like whatever. But there's nothing that you could have done to prevent it. I don't want you to think that it's your fault. It's no one's fault. Like, this man is absolutely crazy. And I'm so sorry that this happened to you, that you... I'm so...
Shut up.
So glad that you're okay, because this could have been so much worse, and I'm glad that no one was there.
There's nothing that she won't exploit, by the way.
I'm sorry that this happened to you. I know that it can depend on how you live your day to day, and this is traumatic because now it gets you thinking about other opportunities, and when you meet someone, or, you know, I hope that if we bring enough awareness to the situation, people will just literally fuck off.
Yeah. If we bring awareness to the situation that we don't have security in our house, that they just won't come anymore. Is that what you thought was going to happen here? She's using the raise awareness thing to exploit the situation. We're raising awareness. Don't break into people's houses and murder them. Right? So you're watching this video. Anybody who's thinking about murdering us, can you just F off, please? Camilla, how are you so dumb? Because you seem pretty smart to me. But you're dumb as a bag of shit, just so you're aware.
I mean, we love our fans, but like, not like don't be like that crazy.
There's
you know
a line.
There's a huge, massive line,
and it was way crossed.
Yeah, he dove over.
You think? Doesn't sound like a fan. It sounds like a killer.
It. He took a plane, flew over it.
Taylor Swift's jet.
He jetpacked over it. Completely disregarded, privacy. Everyone's privacy.
Again, predators don't give a shit about your privacy. They're not looking. They don't care about lines. Okay, these guys who actually want to hurt you, they don't care about those things. Okay, and likely because you're famous, you're gonna draw even more people who want the attention. Like, what's his name, Luigi Mangione, whatever his name is. You're gonna draw people like that now because they want the infamy from killing you. Just so you're aware, those are the types of people that are drawing. They don't give a shit about your line. They don't think that you don't watch. You think a serial killer is gonna watch this podcast and be like, She said I can't. So I guess I better not. Are you hearing yourself?
I just really don't understand it still.
You don't understand why men are completely enamored by you because you show your butthole on the internet? You don't understand why creeps who would pay a woman to show her boobs on the internet they're creepy? You don't understand that? It's not ringing any bells that you literally attract just perverts and doesn't. I don't understand. Like, you know, these guys is like, what do you mean? Can't you just be a classy dude, you know? Oh my gosh!
Me neither.
Like he
kind of does remind me from.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's a sign?
Oh my god.
Oh, his birthday.
Why can't we just have normal fans, right? Who want to see us naked? Why can't we just have that?
It was September, I think. What is that?
I don't know.
I think it matters on the date.
Wait, what day is it?
Virgo? November 15th.
Okay, no.
This is exact. Are we gonna talk soon?
Is he a Virgo? What the what?
It's just
He's a Scorpio.
Oh my god, he's a Scorpio. That answers everything. No Scorpios allowed at the Bop House.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me either.
But Scorpio's weaknesses: suspicion, possessiveness, arrogance, and extremity. Wow.
Well, so it all makes sense. It's just because he's a Scorpio. It's not because we do porn on the internet. It's because he's a Scorpio, guys. No Scorpios.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. People are so stupid. It hurts me.
Really?
The shoe fits.
He really he's, I guess, a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
The wrong people are famous. Always. It always is the case.
Well, that means no offense to any other Scorpios. But, guys, this is literally the reason we keep moving houses. We're currently in the middle of finding a new place,
and they'll find it too. So what's the point? Here's what you do: just move to a place that has a very, very tall gate, big, can't get in, and hire security. Problem solved, man. No one's gonna come in. You got security roaming around your house. It will never happen. So instead of getting security, they're just gonna have to pay out the lease for the whatever they have this for a couple, probably tens, if not $20,000, $30,000 a month to rent these places. Okay, basically Airbnbs. Instead of just going to buy a property with the insane amount of money you have, that's an investment, by the way, hiring security so no one can get in there, you're just like, let's move to another one so they can find that one too. That seems normal.
I have told the girls this many times. It's not about the house that we're at. Like, we collectively, as a group of girls, like, we are the Bop House, not where we stay. I hope you guys can, really be patient with us, understand.
No one gives a shit.
This was really traumatic.
I mean, can you be patient with us when we're moving out? Who cares? What kind of stupid, what?
For these girls, and we're going to try and be as supportive as we can, but be
And
patient.
it's all very real.
Yeah, like,
It's all
Is
very
it? Is it real? Sophie Rain, it's real. It's so real.
Like, that's crazy. Like, why would we shatter our own door? Like, even when my car got stolen,
Yeah.
people were like, you're doing this for clout. Like,
No.
we
This
would
was
not.
very 100% real.
Yeah, we would not put our own peace, sanity, and waste so much of our energy.
You would. You do it all the time. You put your brother's peace and sanity, and then you sell it to the internet. So you would. Absolutely would.
In a situation.
And the fact that you will exploit any situation means that, yes, you probably do have to create weird shit that happens for more stories. So if anything, your biggest shit that happens, the rage bait, you have to continue to create it, or you're going to be in obscurity.
To get clout
You can only sell your vagina so much before everybody's like, okay, I'm already next.
off of it. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Like,
It's odd that she sits here with these girls, very modest looking, doesn't have her legs wide open to the world when she's talking to these girls, but when she's talking to her brother, she sits spread eagle in front of him. That's weird to me.
that's just not what. I don't see the gain in that.
Yeah.
But be patient with us. We as girls are the Bop House, not the house we stay in.
Shut up.
So
No one gives a shit about your stupid house.
we can
or you.
100 times. I hope you guys would, stay by our side and
Why wouldn't they? They're perverts. They don't give a shit where you are. They want to see your boobs.
for who we are. And stop
What kind of hope you guys stick around for the recipes.
Breaking in our houses.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
It's
That should stop them.
not cool. We
scary.
love meeting our fans. There's never been a time where we've
Don't meet
not
your
love meeting
Don't meet your fans.
you guys, but
Your fans are perverts, so maybe don't meet them. Maybe don't do meet and greets. Just spitballing. If I was your security team, be like, yeah, we're not doing that. Someone's gonna approach you in public and kill you. So no more meet and greets, because the only people who want to meet and greet you are people who want to see your butthole on the internet. So why would you want to meet those people? That's really weird to me. That's weird. Okay, guys? It's perverts that want to meet you.
please over it.
Like, oh my gosh. Where are your parents? Your dads should be ashamed of themselves.
Breaking in our house.
I mean, what am I saying? You don't have dads.
A little weird. It's very weird. And we want to stay safe. And
I'm sure you do.
We love you guys, but please just stay in your own homes.
Yeah, that should do it. You tell them there, Camilla. You tell them.
Or something, you don't need to come in our home.
Maybe arm yourselves too. Maybe learn how to shoot a gun. That'd be great. We move to Texas somewhere where you can actually, because California I don't think you're allowed to, like Canada. If someone breaks in my house, the only way I can like respond is in kind. So if they have a gun, I can use my gun, right? And I'd still probably get arrested. I probably wouldn't go to jail, but I'd still get charged. Okay. If you came into my house with just a knife, then okay, then you're not leaving because I'll get a knife too. Like we're only allowed to respond in kind. And if you come with nothing and I kill you, that could be charged. That's the craziest part about Canada. It's so crazy. You are not allowed to protect yourself. You are not. At one point, they were even telling people in Toronto, just leave your keys by the front so there's no violence. Let them steal your car. It's not worth your life. That's what they told citizens. Don't confront people. Give them your car. That's what they said. That's bananas. Okay? Why don't you guys move somewhere where you can hire cheaper security? Also, then you can arm yourselves. And if someone comes in your home, blow their head off.
Okay, so is there anything that I could be missing? I wasn't there. I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Just to like put in perspective to you guys watching how like real this actually was. Once the SWAT arrived, because he was not, exiting the house. Once the SWAT arrived, they had negotiators come over and talk to me to try to get information on, how they can persuade, talk to this man, get him out of his house.
We'll send you a free nudie if you come out.
They were asking me if there's any like phones in the house so that they could like call into the house to speak to him.
And there wouldn't be.
They were just trying to get as much information as possible, and we did end up getting the officer's his first name from the previous video that's out of him breaking into the old Bop House. But yeah, so like this was a really like real situation. Like I was expecting to pull up and make TikToks with y'all, not talk to SWAT negotiators.
Yeah, really. I didn't even know a negotiator was like a job.
Yeah.
You didn't know a negotiator was a job? Camilla, do us all a favor. F off.
Yeah, they had like a little notepad and they were just writing down, as much information they could get to try to talk to him, understand who he is, to, get him out of the house.
I want to know how he got there.
He broke into the back door, dumbass. What do you mean, how did he get there?
Oh, they also, they found...
Why don't you tell the internet how he knows so they can try it too?
Nissan keys in the house, but no car was there. But they have his key, presumably his keys.
So we got there with a Nissan. That's nice.
Or if anyone's missing a Nissan Altima out there, maybe...
What?
How do you know it's an Altima?
The hell? I blame this on Astrovino.
See, she's blaming Astrovino. Maybe she's right.
To be honest with you, she had to have leaked the address. I don't know if y'all peeped.
Again, don't be so stupid, Camilla. Predators are professionals at this. This is literally what they do. If someone wants to find you bad enough, they're going to find you. It's not going to be through Astrovino. And apparently he found you before, so that was way before Astrovino. So you saying that is likely going to get you sued even more. Even though Astrovino's a piece of shit. I agree with you on that one. Okay? But if this guy was at the other Bop House, so how did he get to that one? Was it Astrovino then? Or was it not? So saying stupid shit is stupid. Also, if predators, who likely are the majority of your following, want to find you, it's going to be really easy to find you. I promise you that. Easy to find anybody in this digital age. There's a guy on the internet that can look at a window at your house and be like, here's where you live. They can just hire someone like that. Or they are those people, secretly.
Maybe she did. I mean, I wouldn't put it past her. She did call you guys. She did call us mid.
Yeah, so, we're all chopped, apparently.
Yeah.
Chopped? You're all chopped. What does that mean?
Says anything.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if Astrovino says you're mid, then she must be like, ugh, the bar's in hell. Because Astrovino looks like the Mucinex germ, so... Astrovino's this guy. I don't know how she got famous. That's insane to me. Insane.
Like, fuck. We should give that information to the cops.
Yeah, give it to the cops. And the cops are going to ask you, well, this guy broke into the other house. How do you think he got that information? Did you know this Astrovino then? No? Okay, well, you're done. And now she's going to sue you for defamation.
Yeah. Whoever...
That's a big deal.
Leaked the address. The last person there was Astrovino. Maybe they're friends.
Oh my god, it's making sense.
Mm-hmm. Again, answer the question. If he broke into your other house, how did he know? Like, they're that vapid and dumb. That's the problem. I mean, porn is the only industry you're going to get into. Right? You're not going to get a real job anywhere else.
It's making sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a Scorpio? Shut up. What day was he born?
November 15th.
She was born January 17th. Mm. So, no.
November 15th is the same.
But they're both from Texas.
Oh, well, I got to put them two together. They both have eyes. I think they both drank water once.
Oh. Okay, so maybe they're...
Again, I understand now why they're in this industry. It makes a lot of sense. I get it. No, I get it now.
This connection there.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Oh my god.
So funny.
Oh my god. No, but on a serious note, we love you guys. Just please, if you were planning
Bear with us as we move to another house that you don't care about.
on breaking into our house, please refrain. This is really annoying to deal with. The Bop House isn't about where
Thank you, Timu, Katy Perry. Appreciate the hearts.
we stay. It's about us as a friend group, and we're as strong as ever.
Yeah.
And I love you guys.
Hey, he's lucky that we weren't there.
Facts. We probably would have jumped him all together.
We would have all jumped him.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you would have.
So
Does he know that like all of us have guns? Like we own guns.
Good.
Like if we saw him physically
What if he found one of your guns in your house, though? That's the thing.
breaking
Because you know you're dumb.
into that house, he would have gotten lit up. He would have gotten
I'm sure.
lit the fuck up.
he is very lucky we weren't there.
Yeah, we like kind of saved his life.
Yeah.
Oh, look at us, guys. We are for the people.
All right.
I hate
Okay.
these.
Anyways,
I hate thoughts.
that concludes today's episode.
Bye.
We love you guys.
Idiots. Absolute donut holes. That's what they are.
Nobody knows how she feels. I wish a lady one day will be real.
She moves out. Anyway. There. So, okay. So, I mean, there's a whole lot to take in this video. So, let's recap. The Bop House is full of thoughts. Should we call it the Thought House? Okay. Piper Raquel is going to be entering into porn as soon as she turns 18, and there are a bunch of men waiting right now who should be unalived. They should not be here. They should be deleted. Should be arrested. You're disgusting. Tiffany Smith should be in prison. Absolutely. There's no reason she's out there walking around, probably trying to create her own Bop House very soon. These girls will exploit kids, which is what they have done already. So Sophie Rain is a piece of shit who exploited a minor for her content. You're a piece of shit, Sophie, just so you're aware. Camilla, you're also a piece of shit for using your brother in your content and creating rage bait that he hates, and you're ruining their life. But have the day you all deserve. Bunch of shit asses. Nobody likes you. Let's take a deep breath. I will take that back. Predators like you. Because you're gross. Please don't want this for your kids. I'm begging you. Please don't want this for your children. Let's teach our kids morals and values and be like, look, you are way more valuable than showing your butthole on the internet for the price of a cheeseburger. That is not what we want for you. We want good things for you because that world is very, very dangerous. Okay? You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here for these tough conversations. I appreciate you. Hope your Friday's going well. Possibly tonight we'll watch episode 2 over on Rumble for the Devil and whatever. It's going to be good. Thanks for being here, guys. I will see you when I see you.